In this video, we are going to talk about how to write a plugin for OBS. So here I have opened up this page. You can search this online. You can search scripting tutorial. So shake. So once you have this page, it will basically explain each and every step. So first let's try this hello world example. So you can either use Python or something called Lua. For this demonstration, I will be using Python as I am familiar with it. So first of all, let's demonstrate this hello world example. So first, what you need to do is you need something to write your code. You can use any text editor. So let me open up Notepad. So here I open up Notepad, and here I'm going to write the code. So you can just write print and let's say Sandun. So basically I wrote my name, and this is the end of my code. Next I will save this file, so you can click save, and make sure that you save it in a location and give it a name. Let's say test. Okay, I have the test file, so let me try script.py. Use the py extension because this is a Python file, so I'm going to save it in the desktop now. Okay, so after saving this after saving the file, what you need to do is you open up OBS. So this is the OBS, and next what we are going to do is we have these tools, and next you have something called scripts. So open the scripts page, and here go to Python settings and make sure that you set your Python installation location. It can be in the C drive or anywhere you have installed Python. Make sure to do this step. You have to browse for the location of your Python installation, and set the folder basically. Then you go to scripts. Let me remove this existing script, and now I'm going to add a script. So click on this plus button, and in the desktop I have this script.py file. Okay, now I loaded my Python script here. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the script log. So here as you can see, these are my previous demonstrations, but now I have loaded the script.py file, and its output is Handun because I used the print command. So let me clear this window and close it, and if I reload this, right click and reload, and if I open the script, you can hear the see the result. Close, and maybe you can reload it several times, and you can see the results 3 times. Okay, now basically we know how to execute this Python script from OBS. Next what we are going to do is like you can include a description for this script, so that will come up here. So there's a small function which you can include in your Python script. So let's see that now. So if I scroll down all the way down, over here you can see some imports. So first let me import these two statements. This is the OBS Python module, and math and time are basic modules available in Python. So first I'll copy this thing and open up my script for file, and next I will add this. So basically what I'm doing is I will import this two modules. Next script description. So you can add a script description. To add a description, you can use the following function. This return statement holds a complete line of text. So this will be our information. You can customize this. So let me copy this script description function. The OBS will automatically call this function and execute it. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the script.py file, and here I can add that like this. So here I pasted the script description function. So this will be called automatic. You don't have to worry. You can add your custom description in between these quotes. So let's save this, and after saving I will return to the OBS window, and next you need to reload this. So after reloading it, you can see that the description available inside this function appears here automatically. That's how you set the description. That's only for reference. So this is better. OBS find source recursive, so it will find all the sources, or you can use this function as well. So it will require a name, so we have to pass the name of the scene, and it will return with true or false. It will return something, and it will also return null if it is not found. So you have some things like that, and you know that there is a function to set the rotation as well as to find the scene. So how to find the current scene? So search for scene in the what do you call the API, and it will give a lot of what do you call results, but it's very difficult to find. So we will refer this documentation. OBS front end get current scene. So to get the current scene, you can use this function, but the function returns a source from everything seems to be it basically says that OBS considers everything as a source. So the function OBS seen from source, there are a lot of functions to do this. So the best thing is like we will go with the flow and use this current example. So you can refer, there are a lot of functions to do different things. So but for this demonstration we are not going to worry about this. Let's see how we can do this. We are going to shake our source. So to shake the source, there's a there's an inbuilt function. It's called script tick, and what this basically does is uh, script tick is called every second, every frame. So for every frame, this script tick function will be called. So basically, we are going to animate our source uh, upon each iteration of the frame. So when a frame ticks, this function will be called and the content inside will be executed. So here we get the current scene by using the method OBS frontend get current scene. This is coming from the OBS module. So from the OBS module, we are going to use this function. So this is the OBS class, and this is one of the methods. So we get the current scene. And if there's a current scene, that means if the result we got is true, then we are going to dig inside. So let's see, current scene is equal to OBS scene from source. Now we found we are going to use this function, and we are going to pass the object that we uh, received, which is called current scene as source. So we are going to pass this, and maybe it returns some kind of a scene. I am not basically clear what it is going to return, but anyway, we just follow along. So basically it will return as the scene. So next, after finding the scene, so we go from current scene to, we are basically what we are doing is like we are getting the scene. So we are going to go inside, and there's another function to find a source which is inside the scene. So we use the OBS scene find source recursive. So by using this function and passing the current scene, as well as you need to give the name of your, so inside this, like first we will get the source, then if there's a current source, then we will go inside this to get the current scene. we get it as well. Next we are going to find the source, respective source. To find the respective source, like don't worry much about these things, there are a lot of functions to achieve the same thing, but just follow along. So this is what we are interested in, so we are going to find the source that we are interested in. To find the current source we need the current scene. So we found the current scene by using this function. So current scene, inside the current scene we are finding a source. So basically what we are doing is we have to pass a name. So to pass a name we have to first create a source. So to create a source we will go inside OBS. Let me close this for the moment, and here this is the scene, and these are the sources. So first we will let's add a image as a source. So let me call this image, let's keep it image. Okay, so we can browse an image. So let me say this is my image. Okay, okay, let's okay, and make sure it's somewhere here. So, let's have it here. Okay, so after having a source, the name of the source is image. Okay, from the scene we get the scene. From the list of sources we will use this source called image. Next what we are going to do is, instead of spaceship we have to give the name of our source. So the name of our source is image in this case. So let's copy this code and we will paste it inside our script.py file, and basically at the end. So this will run each frame. So we are getting the current scene as a source, current scene as a source. So we basically convert our current scene to a source. Then if it is true, that means if we can convert our current scene to a source, basically, which if it is existing, it means there's something existing, then we say that the current scene, we will again go to the current scene, and we will going to find the current scene. So current scene as a source. So basically we are getting the name, I think, of the current scene, because these different functions require different parameters. So next what we are going to do is we are going to get the source. So source out of the scene. So first we need to find this source in the current scene. Just follow along. I don't know why the syntax is so here we are going to find the source name image. So put it in image, put in image, and it will find whether there is a source called image in this current scene. So if that item is present, it will be returned without a null. Okay, so if we get this object called scene item, if scene item is present, then we are going to set the rotation of this item. So to do that we use this OBS scene item set rotation function. So the scene item, we will pass that item what we have got, which is basically the image object. Next there's some calculation that will give us a float value. So here you can see that it uses the math function to get a sine value, where it multiplies 12 by the current system time. So as we imported the time module, so it's going to call this function inside the time module to get the current system time. I think it returns this value in the milliseconds, and next it will multiply by 12, and it will convert this to a value between 0 and 1. I don't know. Yeah, sine varies between 0 and 1. So basically it converts some value to a value between 0 and 1. So next it will multiply that value by 10. So some value comes out which is 0 and 1, which varies with time. It multiplies it by 10. So basically you will have maximum is 10, 0 and maybe it goes from 0 to minus 1. Yeah, should be some sign varies between 0 to minus 1. I just forgot it. The minus 1 to plus 1, sorry, sign varies between minus 1 to plus 1, and yeah, so the angle will change from but minus 10 to plus 10. Okay. Okay, then after setting the rotation, it is important that we release this current scene as the source. We have to release it, otherwise I think the OBS will crash. So basically after computing these things, you need to release. So after going through all of this, we are going to release. So this is the code. Let me save this. Just refer the API if you have problems. So once we save this, we go to OBS, and next we have the image, and next we go to scripts. Okay, now we edited the script, so next we will reload this because now we have edited. So after reloading this, you can see that the script that we wrote will be executed using Python. So it will compute these settings, and this will happen. So this is the way we write a Python plugin for OBS. Next, what you can do is like you can go inside this, and maybe you go inside transform and edit transform. So here what we basically do is we are using the Python script. As I said, it varies from minus 10 to plus 10. So but basically what we are doing is like we are using the Python script to change this parameter. So you can basically refer the API to change any of these parameters as well. So let me change the positional alignment. So if I change this to center, it will do this. So you can change it anywhere and see different results. So let's keep it in the center and close this, and if I drag this, so you have a screen shake. So I hope that this video helps you to develop your own plugin. So thank you.